Hello. Welcome to Truth Runs Deep. Did it start? I think it did. Welcome to Truth Runs Deep podcast. I'm Terryn,
I'm Kalli.
and we're here to talk about all things Law and Order, SVU, the mothership, fanfic writing, and more. I don't know if I said organized crime. Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
It's kind of implied at this point.
Yeah.
So we have birthdays.
Literally today, we're recording it
Literally today.
on today because on today. So
Birthdays. Yay!
yeah, I have my shirt on.
Yay roll.
Yes, I have my. Yeah.
We are working on something because
Yeah.
our friend is doing the roll palooza, so then we are working on something so we can post it.
Yeah, we're trying to get finished, but we have to also get this done too. So
We're working on it, guys. We're even if it like gets posted at like 11:59, it'll be done.
yeah, it will be done. We promise. We're gonna get serious after this. We just need to like get this also done. It's also BB Wong's birthday, so happy birthday to him.
Yay!
So yeah,
Yes,
we
and
kind of
tomorrow is Macad's.
yes, we kind of set this in the last episode because we ended up recording like Monday or so this week. So like we recorded twice in 1 week.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
So, but sometimes for timing reasons we have to.
My work schedule is weird.
Timing reasons we have to just do 2 in a week just to make sure that we get it done. So we had 2 episodes. Well, obviously 2 episodes.
Technically 3, but like I said, we've already seen it.
We've already seen it. I don't think you haven't seen it, but I've seen it, and it's one of the more bloody ones. So I don't think we need to see it again.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, don't. I mean, they have to tone it down for TV because it was TV. On TV it's TV-14, not mature adult. So it has to be toned down. They have to edit out and tone down some of it so it's not
And
so
no swearing.
Well, it's not no swearing. It's certain words that you can't say.
Yeah, but
Everyone's-
but all they all loved it. They all
Yeah,
loved
like,
that.
that's my favorite part. They all thought it was so fun that they could swear, but not anymore. Not on TV. They had to edit that out.
They're like, that's my favorite part. I could swear. Yes.
So, whatever. But so we're Law and Order. It's just bend the knee this time for real.
Yeah, literally. Now you can actually say that.
It's bend the knee. So at the beginning, there's this parallel of 2 things happening at the same time. So there's this legal aid office talk. This legal aid office is talking about stuff that are too big words for us to understand. And then Baxter is also speaking at the New York Legal Aid Gala. So these parallels conversations are happening about the right thing to do or whatever. It's a lot of big words I didn't understand, to be honest.
And the fun part is it's not just Baxter that's a good speaker. Tony Goldwyn is also a freaking good public speaker.
Yep. So it plays off very natural. It's very natural almost that like he's able to do this.
Yeah, and
really good.
so Nolan was at this gala.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Sam was not.
Yeah, Sam wasn't in the episode, which
Sam
I think
was
is
not in this episode, which was sad. But
she hasn't been off in a long time, so I feel like it was fair
my current theory is it was probably her honeymoon or her wedding.
I don't think they were filming in May. Her wedding was in May, but also I think it's fair enough that like she gets a break because I think she's been in almost every episode.
True.
Most of them.
But like
I think no one's been in all of them, but I think Sam has missed maybe 1 or 2.
That's the point though.
But still, we need a break. Fair enough, they need a break.
Out of all the episodes for her to miss, this wouldn't have been one where she probably should have stayed.
Yeah, I think her perspective would have been useful here, but unfortunately we didn't get that. So, but that's okay.
We'll make it ourselves. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, yes.
Baxter basically ends the speech saying an institution worth defending all of our lives for. Or so we hope. America is quite something at the moment. The justice system here is something, all right.
Not the current one. The current one ain't really freaking right defending, but
no, but in their fictional world, I guess things are okay.
Yeah, in their world, it's better than.
I don't know if it's better, but because it's a parallel to like our world, but also because they exist at the same time we exist. Which is what's interesting about Law and Order is that like it's fictional, but it's also real at the same time because they exist in a real place in a real time. They just aren't real people. They don't exist, but everything else kind of exists, and it's interesting. But
Hold on one sec.
so then there's this guy. His name is Roger Wallace. He's also at the meeting with the other people, the other legal aid people.
He's
And
the one giving the speech.
yeah, at the other where the legal people are talking, the smaller group of people. They find his body. He's fallen into a glass coffee table, and his head there's blood. So he's very dead.
He is very, very dead.
Yes. So then, I don't know why I blanked on his name. Riley, uh, sees that there's an award missing from the shelf. Like it's very obviously was there because you know how like dust is like around objects, but not like right where they are. So they're like something is missing.
See the missing dust.
Yeah, they're like something is missing here. And his manager, his Kevin Bradley, finds the body and reports it to the police. And then I think that's the opening credits. And then Brady and Riley are talking. I think it's some actually she says who's we, I'm a Mets girl. I forgot what he says before that, but
because they were looking at the guy. There's a guy who saw the murderer
yeah.
and he's like, oh, I know that jacket. It's a vintage jacket from the last time we won the championships. The we being the Yankees. The last time they won was in 2009. And that's why she went, who are we talking we? I'm a Mets girl.
Yeah, I think I zoned out a little bit. I was like, what are they talking about? But
yeah, so just to clarify, like in sports in New York, like even though like all of New York is a consensus, like there's still rivalries within the state.
I think that's pretty much everywhere. Everybody has their rival teams that are in the same state.
Well, not everybody. Like Massachusetts only has one, but New York has like 3 football teams, 2 basketball teams, 2 baseball teams.
Well, in like Alabama, you know, like the big Alabama and Auburn are the like big ones.
Yeah, you get it. There you go.
Yes, but I don't really care either way because I don't care about sports. But
you will because of me.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't actually. I understand basketball very, very well because I was a scorebook keeper, so I understand basketball. And I like watching basketball because I know what things are happening and what they mean. But other than that, I don't really enjoy sports that much. Anyway, side tangent. And he says, sorry, I don't know why I'm sleepy, but she says, just like I think we were friends. So, you know.
Yeah, literally.
And then she says, you're stuck with me so you can get a new partner because the new person has not come yet.
We know that he has been cast. We just don't know when he's coming.
Yeah, hopefully before the winter break, but
we don't
before
know.
winter break, but hopefully. So then they go talk to a witness, and the witness says that like there was a darker skinned man who ran from the crime scene. So they have a kind of semi description, but that's not a helpful one.
Blood on his clothes and his face.
Yes. Yes. So then they find this guy. His name was Eddie Lopez. I forgot where he is, but I think he worked in the office, walked with the other people also.
No, he was.
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. He has a local paper, in the city.
And Wallace bought him out, and then he sent him an email that said, "I hope you die," and then he died. So,
yeah,
like, they kind of had to investigate.
Yeah,
but like his alibi checks out. It wasn't him, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Hold on. I lost my place on the dock. Give me 1 second.
So they go talk to Eddie, not Eddie's. I meant to say they go talk to Roger's fiance, and she says, Roger was calling him Brutus, and basically was like saying like, you know, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, you know.
Not the newspaper dude. The guy who found him murdered.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you don't know, like Julius
Okay,
Caesar, if Brutus is the one who also is included in the killing of Julius Caesar, if you he's like, and you too, Brutus. So
yeah.
he's a betrayer of some sort here.
So then they bring him in, and this is when we start getting like ripped from the headlines things where like the law firm was basically being told by the government that they weren't exactly happy with some of the clients they were taking, and they're like, you need to stop taking those clients or we are going to withdraw our funding.
Yeah, which is a lot of situations going on in many situations around the United States.
Yeah, basically do what we want or
We
else.
won't give you any money, and you can't run without money.
And so Wallace was on the side of we should stick to it
Mhm.
and not listen to them and not give in. Bradley, on the other hand, did not believe that, but like he didn't really care either way because they're like, how much money would you lose if you didn't go along with this? And he said $5 million.
So,
But that's like nothing.
yeah.
And Riley's like, wow, must be nice.
Like 5 million, dick hand up 5 million that easy, like.
Yeah,
Hello?
literally. So yeah, because basically, and so they're like, okay, you do this, or we're taking away money, and if you do it, we will give you money. And so basically, the guy's like, one man's bribe is another man's donation.
Exactly. They're like, that's all we need.
But Wallace,
That's how it works around here.
So there's that. They then go to talk to the witness again because they get like information on who the suspect might potentially be. We did find out that the witness's name is Chilton,
And we all thought that was kind of funny.
which is funny because
Who's also another role character in Hannibal.
and he was in that too. So that
Yes.
was like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
It's
Cool.
a
They
very
did it. They did the thing.
they did. If you have not watched Hannibal, you should. Unless you're very squeamish, then don't watch it. But if you haven't watched it, you should, because one, it's weirdly a masterpiece, very artistic, even though, cannibalism, sorry about that if you didn't know. But it's very beautiful and very artistic.
And
And
it's interesting to see both Roll and Hugh play like different kinds of characters
Yeah.
because they're very much different. Also,
Yeah.
just Christ, how Roll kept doing this shit, I don't know.
They were like, and we're gonna be in your back and we're gonna torture you again.
Literally,
Basically,
that's every single time.
Like,
Like there would be times where he went to Comic-Cons, and that's when the cast,
Yeah.
and the fans would find out, oh my god, he's still alive.
Yeah. He's been. If you're not gonna be specific, go watch the show. But like, the man goes through the ringer and is still alive. And the show ends, but like,
And
he's
Roll's
still
just like, okay, guess I'm still doing this.
he's still alive. Like,
There was one time where he was filming an episode of Hannibal and SBU,
Yeah.
like at the same time.
yeah,
Chilton has facial hair, Barbara did not.
yeah.
So
So he's a
had
little
Barbara
scruffier.
Hannibal.
Barbara's a little scruffy. It's 17-1. It's 17-1.
Yay.
Barbara's a little scruffy because he's like, well, I gotta film both of them.
Yes, we all enjoy it. Well,
Everyone.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
we're like 17-1 and 2 for us. It's like,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. But now Barbara's full beard, man, and he's returned.
And we're totally fine with
He's back and we said full beard this time. Well, the second time. The first time he comes back, they were like half the episodes beard, half the rest of it is not.
Yeah, literally. First part, beard. Second part, you shaved for court. Next time, he's like, nah, I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
I'm trying
And the third time.
to keep myself good. It's his birthday. I'm not gonna
We'll
go
behave
over.
ourselves. We'll behave today.
Behave ourselves.
Anyway, I don't know. We have some strained energy going on at some today. But anyway,
You do. Okay. Anyway, back to
Sorry.
the
Hence,
so
I tangent.
they go talk to Chilton. They get the confirmation that yes, it's him. They found out the guy's name is Nasser Al Halak, and he's from the United Arab Emirates. And he works with Wallace at the firm. So they go arrest him. And Bradley's like, "What are you doing?" He's like one of the best lawyers that we got. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And Bradley's like, "Yeah, he's also a murderer." So
Yes.
they bring him in, they put him in the interrogation room, and he's sitting there with the big ass smirk on his face.
Yeah.
And Brady's like,
You gonna answer our questions?
"Are you gonna speak?" And he goes, "You can't keep me here.
Mm-mm.
I've got
Never like-
diplomatic immunity. Let me go." And they're like,
Mhm.
"What?" And this is where I'm like confused. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I know diplomatic immunity is a thing, but he
Yes.
killed a guy on our soil.
Yeah.
How is
Which is
that?
what we're gonna argue. Which is what they argue in court here. So
So how is that like literally later on? And I put in all caps, but he killed somebody.
yeah.
Yeah. So he has diplomatic immunity. His lawyer and a bunch of other UA officials show up and are basically like,
Diplomatic
can
meeting. You can
"Keep him. His father is a diplomat." And Riley and Brady are like, "Go
He's-
outside. We don't
We're-
care.
we will
We're
arrest
doing
you
the
if you
job.
don't stop trespassing.
We will arrest you with obstruction of justice."
Yes. They're like so they're like fine, whatever.
And so then they bring Nolan into and Nolan and Baxter in to be like, "Guys, what is going on?"
Mm-hmm.
And it says there's a loophole that allows him to use this. Like, there's a loophole, or no, if your parents are diplomats, the children of diplomats automatically get protection. Yeah. There's a loophole that allows him to keep using it, even though he's 40.
Yeah, because it stops at a certain point.
If he's financially dependent on his father.
Yes, which we'll get to in a moment, because they were like, why?
Yeah. So then we get like one of those big fancy federal courts.
Yeah, no one will represent
and no one is representing the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Yeah.
And it's basically the defense lawyer is like, he's got debts. Like, he can't provide for himself. He should still get the diplomatic immunity. And Nolan's like, yeah, that's exactly why he shouldn't. And the judge is like, what are you talking about? And he pulls out, like, an article that says he literally just spent, like, $5 million a year. He spends $5 million a year excessively, which is the reason why he's in debt, which is why he needs his father's money. Not because he's like poor and actually needs the help. He's doing it to himself.
Yeah. So basically, no one makes that big argument.
And the judge is like, yeah, you're right. So diplomatic immunity doesn't apply. Baxter goes to talk to Nolan and he's like, good job. And then they have a video of him fleeing from the crime scene. And then these two like random people show up. And they're talking to Nick about the ADA election. And he's like,
he's a DA, he's not the ADA.
Right.
He's a district attorney.
I forget the DAs get elected. It's weird. Anyway, DAs get elected. So his campaign managers show up. But he's like, what are you guys doing? Like, the campaign isn't
for 2 Novembers.
2 Novembers. Like, we know that.
Because he was just elected.
Season, he was just reelected.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, but we got to get on the forefront with all this going on.
Ready. Yeah.
Okay. And then his like assistant or secretary walks in and he's like, hey, there's somebody from Washington.
Yeah, they're like, oh no.
And then it's like, oh,
this is not good.
So this guy walks in. And
I forgot what his last name is, but his first name is Jack.
Yeah, I forget what company he works for, but his first name is Jack. And basically goes on saying, it's like, look, Nick, you don't know what you're getting into. it's for your best if you just drop this case.
Yeah. These
And
are
they're just
important.
like,
Look
why
the other
would
way.
I do that?
Yeah.
And he goes, because if you don't, you're risking a huge arms deal for the US. And
Yeah.
he goes, respectfully, Jack, go to hell.
Exactly. It's like we're not gonna
I'm not
a
dropping
murder
this
charge
over
for
an
weapon.
arms deal.
Exactly. He's like, it's a 10 million, 100 million, hell, 100, no, it's not even the right number, 100 billion. 100, it's like, that's still not it.
And it's like, yeah, I don't care. My job is to protect the guy who just got murdered.
Yeah.
And he said, basically, he says, if your relationship is so fragile with Washington that you're worried about this one deal, maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in this relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Go
He's
Baxter.
yes.
We love you.
This is a fun Baxter episode. That was interesting here. So then they go to court
I
again.
don't know. Just the respectfully, Jack, go to hell is my favorite.
Exactly. It's like,
No.
yeah.
So the trial starts. They found the sailboat trophy, which is a possible murder weapon, but again, it was the copy. The defense is like, so you didn't find the real one. And they're like, yes. And then this is when I was like, where is Sam? There's a Middle Eastern related case and Sam's not here.
Yeah, but it's fair that Adelia gets a break, so I won't gripe about it too much.
Yeah.
Um
So then, the defense is also like, so there were also other people that were mad that Wallace was willing to not do this deal. And they're like, yes, but like we have a witness that
yeah.
we'll pick one. Maybe three. Who knows?
Like that's what makes it one too hard.
Yeah,
Anyway.
like we always do birthday posts for everybody, and we're like, crap, what picture do we pick for Raul?
Too many. There's a lot of them. Good ones.
Anyway, so the Nolan goes to call his witness, and then he looks and he turns around and
you're like, where is he?
Not there. And he's like, sorry, Your Honor, my witness isn't here. So they have to go figure that out. So Riley and Brady bring him in, and he's saying, I don't know, I didn't see anything. It was too dark for me to see the blood on his face.
And you're like, be for real.
And they all immediately know that hell no, that's not what happened. Like you picked him out of a 6-pack.
Yeah, you were certain.
Like they're getting so angry. Like Nolan is like, no, what we need you to do is tell the truth.
Exactly, like
basically. Okay. Terryn disappeared, but I'll keep going.
We're good.
I was like, you disappeared.
Oopsie poopsie.
Okay, yeah. So basically the guy is like, yeah, sorry. Changed my mind.
Yeah, we're like,
Nolan's like, you can't do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with changing your mind. You can't just you get some legal trouble if you've already, especially if you already testified.
Basically, someone got to him. They can't prove it right now. But somebody definitely got to him.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they put him on the stand, it's gonna bring up the whole like he said this and then he said this.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself, and you get a lot of problems and blah blah blah.
So Nolan's like, what do we do? Drop the case? Like that is literally all we had.
Mm-hmm.
And Baxter's like, no, we fight back.
Mm-hmm.
So they do some. So then we got a late night Brady Riley session of investigating, and we find that the guy went down to a subway station, but it's like in a subway station that's like abandoned, so it has like no trains, no.
Yeah, there's a part of it that has a section where people aren't supposed to be accessing anymore.
And he goes down there for 14 minutes, and then he comes back,
Mm-hmm.
And then we see there's a guy behind him a few minutes after that also
Mm-hmm.
went in a few minutes before him. They do some digging, and it's one of the guys that works with Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, one of Jack's guys went to him and was like, "Here's money to not say anything.
Yep.
Thanks."
Mm-hmm.
And so they give the information to Baxter, and Baxter's like, "Hey, I got this." So he
Mm-hmm.
goes to find Jack's assistant, and the assistant is like, "Jack, Nicholas Baxter's here." He's like, "Here? Like, here?" He's like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Baxter walks up to him with this file. He's like, "I want you to know if you can tell me who this is." And he pulls out a
Mm-hmm.
picture of the guy, like, that was talking to Chilton. And he's like, "So, we also have video footage of this happening. So this could go one of two ways.
Mm-hmm.
One, you get your guy to take a plea for 12 years for murder, or
Mm-hmm.
you reveal your witness tampering and go from there and risk
Yeah.
getting disbarred and all that."
Yep.
And then he's like, "Fine." But then we also find out that it wasn't just him who's a part of it. Al Halak's defense attorney is
Yeah.
also a part of this.
Yeah. Everybody's
So
involved and
Nolan
deep
is
in this.
like, so Nolan brings the defense attorney in. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna offer you a plea." And the guy's like, "A plea? Your witness disappeared. You guys got nothing." And Nolan's like, "Yeah, that. We know
Nothing.
you helped cover this up. So either
Yeah.
you go with the plea or we will get you disbarred.
Yep. And that's not fun.
Your choice." And then they're like, "Okay, great." So they take the deal for 12 years. Unfortunately, with good behavior, it's
Like
probably
6 or 7.
7 years.
Yeah.
So then we get Nolan talking to the fiance, and
Mm-hmm.
she's not thrilled. She's like, 12 years for killing my fiance. And
Yeah.
this is like one of those times where I wanted him to be like, "I know it's not good, but it was 12 years or nothing."
Yeah, but
That's where we were leading towards.
yeah, it was. But they were not going to.
We were leading towards nothing.
Yeah.
And so then Baxter showed up in this like nice tux, and he goes, "I know you're upset." And
Mhm.
Nolan goes, "You're damn right I'm upset. You said we were
Exactly.
fighting. This doesn't feel like it." And
Really.
he basically is like, "I can't tell you everything, but this is what we had to do."
Yeah.
But then Nolan's like, "I don't get it. Why didn't we just expose them all?"
Exactly.
And Baxter was like, in hindsight,
Maybe I should have talked to you,
should I have done that and should I have talked to you? Yes. But I did what I thought was best because I did not want to drag you through this.
which is fair enough. You know.
Like, Nolan doesn't fully understand like the political aspects of this.
Yeah. He's
Baxter
very as
does.
the like ADA.
Baxter-
You know, as the ADA, he has this very small circle of the Manhattan district of like solving cases there. But Baxter's reaches significantly further.
Yeah. So Baxter's like, "Yeah, I can't explain all this to you."
Yeah, you
Cool.
can't know everything. You don't need to know everything.
So then the next day, Nick is literally just sitting on a bench in the park and
Got a
at the
pretzel.
courthouse, and he's eating a pretzel, and the Jack guy shows up. And he's basically like, "You
He
good
gives him, yeah.
with the decision you made?" And he's like,
Yeah. He gives him a piece. He shares his pretzel with this guy. He gives him a piece.
Did you give it the decision you made? And he's pretty much like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He says, is it all worth it being himself rather than get in line?
Yeah.
And Baxter goes, I think I'm good. And if I'm being honest, I don't know how to do it any other way. And
yeah, you kind of skipped a little bit of a line because Jack is like, you know what? I'm sorry that I didn't tell you how serious this was.
Oh, yeah. I failed to tell you the gravity of the political situation we're in. We're basically at the point where you need to bend the knee or face repercussions.
Yeah, there's no mercy for anyone.
Unfortunately, it's literally what our fucking government is right now.
Literally. So, it's very serious about bending the knee, and Nick is not going to. We'll see how far that gets, Baxter.
Because, for literally, even comedians are fucking getting fired because they're fucking saying shit about Trump, and he's like, oh, I don't like it. Take their funding away. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's not a freaking government. That's not how
you can't just decide.
Work.
You can't just decide you don't like something when somebody talks about you.
In my state, in the state of Massachusetts, Trump has recently taken away federal funding for construction of much needed construction and bridges, solely because our governor is sticking to the fact that we are a sanctuary state.
Yeah. I have the opposite situation in Alabama. Our governor is very much cuddling up to Trump, and they're not realizing how much money the state has lost. There's a huge deficit in state of Alabama's money.
We're the exact opposite. We're losing money because
our they're but they're too stupid to realize. They're like, oh, it's the Democrats' fault. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so our governor, love her. She's like, no, we're sticking to it. We're a sanctuary state. We're not gonna bend the knee and fall to what he says. And Trump's like, okay.
Not like anybody. Well, the whole country's in the government is shut down, so no federal people are making money.
That's stupidity and revenge.
Yeah,
and holding
the federal government's closed. So the federal government is closed, so that means people who worked for the government are not working.
I thought it was a week or something. No, it's been closed for 25 days.
Yeah, it's almost the longest it's ever been.
It is. This is historically the longest our government is.
Not quite. It's the second longest, which is in 2019. So we're close. It's about to beat the record.
Great. Anyway, back to how this relates to the episode. Jack is pretty much like, look, you don't get it. You do what the government says, or you're gonna face repercussions. And he's like, yeah, but I think things are doing things my way are still going pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Jack is like, time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell.
Thanks for sharing your pretzel with me.
Exactly.
And I accidentally skipped ahead. This is when Nolan is talking to the fiance, and she's upset. And then Baxter shows up in the text, and Nolan just doesn't understand why they're not exposing him. And then pretty much Baxter is like, look, I'm trying to protect you.
Yeah.
Things are already happening. And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, 2 key donors have already pulled out of my campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S. Park Service withdrew where we're supposed to have our event.
Yeah.
So I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Yeah, this is the day that he's supposed to be campaigning.
It's literally oh my god, this
it's
just
quick.
Happened,
this is quick.
Hitting the fan.
Yeah, and this is stuff that's not even a huge deal. It's an election campaign. Sure, it's a big deal, but it's also
the little things, right?
These are the small things, because politics gets personal. They could play a whole lot worse,
Yeah, so Baxter is like, I'll handle it. He doesn't want Nolan to go through all this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, so all dressed up with nowhere to go. How about we get dinner and a few cocktails? And Nolan's standing there in his
regular clothes. His regular work clothes.
I feel a bit underdressed, but okay.
Yeah, so they go.
And so then they go off to get drinks after work.
It's one of those days you probably need one.
Numb the pain after this crazy shit. So I give this one 4.
Yeah, I like this. Is an interesting choice here. Unfortunately, there was a oopsie on NBC when they showed the episode. The organized crime trailer instead of the mothership trailer. So I don't have a trailer, but I think I can at least get its description. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a description at least, because we don't have a trailer to watch, because they played the wrong one.
Did they not post it yet?
I don't know if I saw it online.
I'm looking.
I know. I was just gonna see if I can find it if I go to next Thursday. If I go on my TV. Come on, Spectrum, don't do that. I need to go see if I can see.
Oh, still just the
Oopsie.
promo from last week.
If I can see, what is that? 10:30 at 7:00. Let's see what it says. It's called Brotherly Love. It says, okay, so this is what we know. Brotherly Love. A respected restaurateur with a gambling problem is murdered. Baxter and Price disagree on the best approach to conviction. Riley's brother is released from prison.
Fun.
So that is it. So yeah.
That's like great. No, they're arguing again already. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, it'd be what it'd be. So Riley's brother's out of prison. No boy.
Yeah, so there's that.
SVU, oh boy.
SVU time. Oh god, buckle up, guys.
You really do need to buckle up, because it's not what you think is happening. It's not what's happening. We had ideas of what we thought was happening, and they were all wrong. Very wrong.
And now the episode title makes more sense now.
Yeah. Because I was like, huh? Yes. And everyone was like, what did I just watch? Everyone was still confused. It starts
with this woman. Her name is Natalie. And she's with her doula. And she's
at home.
In labor for 48 hours.
Remember this. This is important. Okay. This is very important. All this information they're telling me at the beginning is very important.
2 days.
But this is too long, actually. I mean, like in the olden days, they probably knew better. 2 days was normal, but nowadays doctors don't prefer you to really labor over a day. So
like,
this is a questionable sign here.
You need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you're laboring too long.
I'm fine. And then she like goes to walk into another room. All of a sudden, we hear a crash.
Mm-hmm.
The doula goes in the room. Oh, hold on. Before that, her friend is texting her.
Well, the doula's texting. I don't know who it was at the moment.
Like, what do we do? And then Natalie starts freaking out. She says, "There's a man that's outside."
Yeah, there's a lot of people outside, so there's no specifics of like which one.
And then she like goes to the other room to like, because she's freaking out. And then we hear a crash, and then there's like ceramic on the floor.
Yeah, she's gone.
Now, the doula's looking outside and immediately calls 911 and is like, "I think my client was just kidnapped by her rapist."
Yes, and that's how we start.
It's like, whoa.
And then we hit the opening credits.
And then we get Rollins back on the scene. Yeah.
I think this is a good way that they didn't make it anything like spectacular. Like it was just a normal flow.
Yeah, literally just one of the like, I don't know, beat street cops or whatever goes, "She's back. Hey, Rollins."
Yeah, it's a very like we just flowed right back into work. So I thought that was good. That it wasn't like a big.
And he's like, "Oh, I heard about your partner," and he starts doing a mouse impression.
That's what he does, yeah.
And she's like, Amanda's standing there like,
"What are you doing?
What are you doing?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You know your partner. She's a rat with IAB." Yeah. And he goes, "I worked with Curry before.
Yeah,
she's solid."
She is.
Like, yes. Yeah. You defend her, girl.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So then so Amanda and Curry talk to the doula. And she says she's been in labor. The baby is stillborn.
Just remember, this is also important information.
And that she is rape.
This is all important information.
This is all important. Because right now it's like, oh my god, this poor woman.
Exactly. And you shouldn't. They don't let you labor too long. Labor with a stillborn. They don't let you keep. If she says how pregnant she is, but like doctors don't let you keep the fetus. You have to have it removed, or you can go septic and die. Okay, so
Yeah. Which is like then like you got the questions of like if an abortion was possible,
why was that? I don't think
did
that's considered counted
that
as an abortion, but
happen?
still, some kind of doctor intervention of removing the fetus. Why didn't that happen already? So you have a lot of thoughts at the beginning of this episode, but keep those in your head.
Keep them all in your head. Yes. She
Yes.
says
So then,
that uh the doula said that it's a man that she worked with,
yeah,
and she has like a lot of conditions that
yeah,
could
she says
possibly kill her
eclampsia,
if you
and
don't
yeah,
find her.
yeah,
She has said it like or like preeclampsia and all that stuff.
yeah.
And we
So
know that's dangerous because Amanda had it.
that's not what Amanda had placental eruption.
Oh, I thought it was.
She had
Never mind.
placenta.
My
There's
bad. I
a
messed up.
clip, a deleted clip that specifies what it is, and I ended up watching it one day. And she says she has placental eruption, which is when the placenta bursts, and you can't keep the baby in you if the placenta bursts because they have no nutrition anymore. So,
Okay.
but she
Anyway,
says it happened 20 weeks ago.
her assault happened 20 weeks ago.
Which I think looking
It's
at
still like,
Natalie, okay, looking at Natalie, when you like if you see the episode, you'll be like, okay, I can see how she got away with saying she was 20 weeks. But like
and then
realistically,
I'll go back to the precinct, and Bruno's just like so confused.
yeah, they're like
Bruno
what's
being
happening?
Bruno,
He's the only man in the room at the moment.
the only guy right now, is hilarious. Oh, because then they're like, okay, go.
Take Griffin with you. He's like,
Yeah,
Griffin's not here.
go take Griffin with you. Go investigate where she is. And Bruno goes,
Like he's not here.
Phoenix, Nick,
Some kind of conference.
convention or something. It's like, okay, so
But
he's
she didn't even
here.
realize he wasn't there. That's the crazy part is her saying that, but she didn't recognize he wasn't there.
Literally, no one noticed. I don't even think any of the viewers noticed until Bruno's like, yeah, he's in Phoenix.
Yeah, no one really missed him. Everyone still thinks there's a plot twist because something's not right about it. But still, that doesn't get discussed today. Or something, whatever
So
it
we
is.
gotta wait another week before
Yeah.
Amanda can give him shit.
Yeah, not this time, But so then they go to
then Amanda
Terry and Kalli go to her
back
apartment.
to her apartment. They find little baby clothes.
Yeah, he's a little monogram sweater or something. It's very cute.
And they have a journal. She's kept good records of her case when she took water, when
when she felt movement, all that kind of stuff
everything.
that's important to know,
And then Renee is like, so how you feeling being back?
Yeah.
And Amanda goes, well, this is a tough case to walk into, but I'm good. And she goes, I heard that officer talking to you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda pretty much goes, don't worry about it. I'm happy with the current setup.
Exactly.
And she goes, me too. And then she's like, for basically what it's worth, the officer was mad because I busted his friend from taking bribes. And Amanda goes, well, sucks to suck.
Yeah. So then they start hearing this noise at the door.
Before that, everyone's like, okay, that's going to be the new Amanda reaction to all of everything. Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
But yes. So Curry and Amanda are good. Yeah.
Yeah. We're glad they're good.
Yes. They hear
some shuffling.
In a key. The door opens.
They come guns. They come guns. They come guns drawing because they don't know.
Comes back. And then all of a sudden they see this woman and they're like, Natalie, is that you? She like all of a sudden she like faints. And so they have to call a bus. Yeah. And they're trying to get her to the hospital. And I forget which one it was, but she goes, no, don't, not there. And they're like, we need to get you closest hospital. Like, this is important. And she's like, no, please, not there. Please, anywhere but there. There's a doctor there that I don't trust.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. Send her to
the next closest one. Yeah,
Presbyterian. We'll meet her there.
So then Olivia comes to this.
Olivia runs to the hospital too, and give her a little update. And then the doctor comes over, and they're like, "Yeah, she's ready to go."
They're like, "What do you mean she's ready to go? It's only been like not that long. It's not been that long."
And so she goes in, and Olivia's like,
Because she's trying to leave.
Yeah, she's like trying to get her stuff, and she's like, I'm sorry, like it's too weird for me to tell you what's going on. And she's like looking at the nurse, and she's like, what happened? She was in labor with the stillborn baby. And the nurse goes, she was never pregnant.
Yeah, and we're like, huh?
Huh?
That's the first plot twist of the episode.
Yeah, so
we're number one.
Like Natalie's rushing out. She's like, I just need space. I need to deal with this. Olivia's like, what? Where's the baby?
Yeah, because they're like, where's the baby? There's no baby. There never was a baby.
Like, yeah, there wasn't actually a baby. She's like, so then she rushes outside.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, I know this is difficult, but she tells you that the body can come up with powerful ways to cope after a trauma.
There is a psychological condition in which women think they are pregnant and they're not.
It's cytoscesis.
Yeah. Yeah. Like literally, like it's so psychological that like you stop having a period, you gain weight, all the things that look like you're pregnant, but you're not.
Yeah. So, but she's like, I'm so sorry for making everyone worry. And then she's trying to rush in a cab. She just wants space. She wants to get past this. And Olivia takes out her card and she hands it to her.
It's like, here's my personal number.
My personal number on the back. And then she grabs Olivia's hands.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind for later too.
Yeah, this is.
She goes, you are such a good person. Thank you.
And then the most sweetest, nice voice you can ever imagine. Okay, this is very important.
And then so they go back to the precinct and they're like writing on like their glass board thing, and they say that cytoscesis is rare for SA victims. It happens.
Yeah, but it's
rare,
not.
super rare. And
and they kind of talk about how like doulas aren't medical professionals. Okay,
so
they are very useful in like coaching and other methods of like birthing, but they're not necessarily doctors.
Yeah, so like they're like, so how did she get ultrasound pictures? And Bruno's like, do you know?
You can Google that.
Find them on Google.
Exactly, you can Google real quick.
So then Olivia and Curry go to do something, and then Amanda throws a file on her desk, which is Bruno's desk, because Olivia gave Bruno Amanda's.
I don't remember that. Yeah, that's the whole thing about the desk.
And I was like, thank God somebody remembered that. I was like, I was waiting for them to bring the desk again.
Sidetrack a little bit. There's an article that came out where Kelly was like, where they asked about the chipmunk. And they were like, can we have the chipmunk back?
The chipmunk's fine.
Yeah, she says the glass is broken. The glass is broken for real this time. Because in the episode, the last time you see not the last time, I think it's the time before last, and King of the Moon, the chip, when it's still in the precinct, it's broken. Yeah. So and then I think they put a glass on it, and Olivia takes it to Amanda on another episode. He like brings it back to her house. So
and she's like, "This is yours. Sorry about the glass."
Yeah. Nobody wants to look at it. Everyone's a little creeped out by
it. And you put like in one of our fics, she's like, one of the kids is like, "Mommy, why do you have a chipmunk?" Because Mommy's from Georgia.
Yeah. You see a lot of people with some very interesting critters. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
she throws the file on the desk, and then Bruno throws a file on the desk, and then Amanda's like picks hers up. She's like,
I'm sorry about that.
Sorry about that. And he goes, well, if you want your old spot back, you can have it. And she's like, no, I'm fine. I like my new one. I can see that. She literally goes, I can see the exit. He goes, are you trying to ditch us already?
Did you go be first at the door? Like,
she goes, nope. But in feng shui, this is called the command position. And she like
you see the room, you can see the exit, And
then it's like, my first thought was, oh, but my second thought was, ma'am, you're saying that to the wrong man. Say that to Creasy and he'll be fucking putty in your hands.
Exactly.
Do it. Yeah. Come on. Do it.
They might have an interesting dynamic. I think maybe we'll get to see some releases stuff one day. It's not a big deal if it's not, because this is not what the show's about once again. But if they do.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Then they go talk to Natalie's boss at this job
yeah,
this
she's like
nonprofit job she had.
at like a puppy
Yeah,
place.
some kind of dog place.
And they basically say that she often made excuses on not going to work.
Like she would say she was sick or her mom was sick or
And they're
literally
like,
random stuff that
then they're like, oh, did she ever mention an assault? And they're like, look, I would take that with a major grain of salt. Because
yeah,
the guy who she
she's been
accused
playing.
literally outside. And he did have a so they go to talk to him because he did have a prior conviction. He's like, look, it was a stupid frat thing. I got dared to streak through the quad. Somebody reported me. My
Yeah,
dad has a friend in the DA's office. The things went away.
yeah,
And they're like, oh, I got like an indecent exposure charge. So, and he's
yeah.
like, okay. They're like, why should we believe that like you didn't do this? And he's like, I'm married to my husband. And they're like,
Oh, well,
oh,
you're probably not assaulting women if you have a man. So they kind of
they're like, So they do some investigating, and they found another doula. And she's working with this old woman, helping her plant flowers and stuff. It's super cute.
there's some pictures from behind the scenes of this episode with Kelly and Mariska and the flowers.
Yeah. And they're like, her name is Lily. And they're like, she's like, hi, what do you need to talk to me for? And she's like, we need to talk to you about Natalie. I think the
We know
last
you.
came
Yeah,
in
we know.
hello. And she's like, why are you bringing her up?
Yeah, we know her. We found your tracked your receipts
He's
to
the
buy
one
this
who gave her
onesie.
the custom baby onesie. We tracked it back to you.
Yeah, the onesie I think it's like a girl onesie. I think it says Emma. I think maybe this is
And she's
on
like,
it, something like that.
like she didn't want to talk about it. She's like, and then they're like, look, we need to talk to you because we think Natalie was assaulted. And she goes, no. If anything, Natalie's not a victim. She's a predator.
And they're like, oh,
And they're like, what? And she mentions that she was Natalie's doula before. She had all the same details of stillborn, product of rape, long labor, and she
yeah,
liked the attention.
mm-hmm.
And then they're like, is there anything else you can tell us? And they're like, she's like, yeah, there was one day when she was super pregnant, or so she thought, where she wanted Lily to put ointment on her because her feet were feeling bad. And she's like, okay. So she's rubbing her feet, and then she's like, oh, do my thighs. And then, the woman's not thinking anything of it. And she's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, she starts touching herself and holding Lily's hands as she's doing the ointment.
Yeah.
Kind of like how she was doing with Olivia earlier.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I just thought it was odd. I didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
And then Olivia and Amanda are like, honey, that's sexual abuse.
Yeah, she should not be doing this.
She's like, what? Like, even I was like thinking about it. Like, what? And then they bring up, if this was a man.
Yeah, if this was a man, it would have been a problem.
Would we be asking any more questions?
No, we
She's like,
wouldn't.
kind of like sinks in at that moment that Natalie took advantage of her. So they go back to the precinct. Bruno immediately is yelling, what the hell?
Exactly.
He looks so confused. What?
Exactly. There's a lot going on here. Like, hello.
They call her an empathy vampire. She's like sucking the empathy
Yeah.
from people.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, that explains why she didn't want to go to this certain hospital. She was a frequent flyer,
Yeah. They wouldn't know she was lying.
even though she was lying. And then Amanda goes, well, not to channel my husband here, but this will be hard to charge. And it's like, oh,
Yeah. Somebody tweeted, I think I said, they're like, I don't know, I think I sent it to you recently if I can find it real quick.
it's like she just wanted an excuse to bring up.
I mean, yes, but it was, I can't find it now. It was something, it says, because it's so cute when you think about it, because she spends so much time with him and listens to his work stories and learns as it from Will.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're like, look, this will be hard to purge. And they're like, financial fraud, maybe because she wasn't paying the.
No, she was like they were like inexperienced, like new.
They were like inexperienced. So they were voluntary, and we're doing it for free. And like, so we could do like financial fraud, but as soon as she brings up the word assault, like we're not
no one's gonna
be able to do anything.
Yeah. No jury's gonna charge you with that, essentially.
Yeah. So then another officer who works there like enters the precinct and she's like, Captain Benson, there's some woman here that wanted to speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the scene from the promo where it's literally like an entire room.
Like, yeah. The whole like entrance way, you know where the little seats are. Yeah, they're awful. It's awful.
Women.
There's maybe 15 in the moment, but then they're like, oh, there's more.
She's like, are you all doulas? And she's like, yes, the ones of us that could come today, but there's plenty more of us.
No shit.
And they're all just like, what? So they take all their stories because somebody had like texted the like doula like group chat. And they're like, has anybody else worked with Natalie? If so, come.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that. And then this is when they're bringing Gracie in. And Olivia is explaining like some of the things they've heard, which have include FaceTiming while touching herself.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it in front of them. Other things. And you just watch Peter's face crunch up in confusion and
like I never heard about this.
Reaction is
exactly what like I have never heard something like this.
Olivia's like, and she did this because of course. And he's like, is this woman for real?
Like we're just third year, like
guys are like,
I've never heard nothing like this.
The guys are like, I should have stayed home today.
That's one of the days I should have because what is happening?
And it's like, this is literally the problem is Natalie's getting sexual pleasure from this.
Yeah, I don't know if we missed it or said it. She's like also touching herself to, climax when these women are taking care of her. So she's getting sexual pleasure from it.
And the problem is there is studies that show that does help with labor, but she ain't in labor, so.
But she's not in labor, so
that's sexual gratification. There's literally 30 women that she's done this
30
to.
now. And the number's 30. And then once again, they're like, if this was a man, you would not be having this conversation.
Like Chris is like, this is gonna be difficult. And Olivia goes, if this was a man, we wouldn't be having this conversation. He'd be in jail already.
Exactly.
He'd be on the sex offender registry. And Creasy goes, Liv, I know, but there's only 2% of sex offenders on the registry that are actually women. It's hard to do.
Yeah. So we're like,
and Olivia is like, but like they have all this proof. And she goes, yes, but even the most mediocre defense attorney will run the word assault for every tear that it's worth.
Yeah.
You mentioned the word assault, whatever she did, out the window.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we just need her.
What do we do? We need her to confess. We need her to confess.
And so Crazy's like, your empathy is a superpower, but this time, use it as a weapon.
Yeah. And then it
So
goes to commercial. People are like, why would he say that? But then when you watch the next scene to be like, damn,
yes, they have Olivia bring Natalie in to get her like in her like cozy little office space.
yeah.
The lights are
Little
off.
cozy corner, yeah.
Little cozy corner. She gets her
Mixers.
blanket. She gets
She
her,
doesn't say the blanket yet, but she sucks the tea. Dad's giving her some tea.
and she's like, chill. It's a little chilly in here. And then Natalie later is like,
oh man, I
it's a little chilly in here. Can I get a blanket?
Yeah.
And Olivia like wraps a blanket around her. And then she's like, Natalie, I have good news.
Yeah.
And Natalie's, oh, you do? And she goes, we found the man who assaulted you.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see her stop and be like,
what?
Huh?
Her story's gonna start falling apart soon.
She's like trying to pretend nothing's wrong with it. It's falling apart.
She's starting to fall apart here.
And she goes, we found the man who assaulted you.
Yeah.
His name was Eddie.
Yeah.
He is at your work and he will be going to prison for a long time.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh.
She says like Eddie's such a nice guy. I don't believe it was him or something like that.
She's like, no. She immediately goes, no, it wasn't Eddie. It wasn't him. And then Olivia's like, okay, then who was it? And then she's like, oh, I'm just like, she's trying to be like, oh, can I just get another blanket, some more tea?
Yeah.
And then she starts bringing out Lily.
Yeah.
And then Natalie's like, why are you talking about Lily?
Yeah, her tone is starting to change a little bit. It's not as soft as it was the first time.
Why are you talking about Lily? Like, ew, we're getting creepy shit.
We're getting
creepy shit.
A little creepy. It's like,
And then Olivia goes, well, as you kindly observed, very good at my job.
Yeah.
And with truth comes trust. So I need you to tell me the truth.
You know.
And you can, if you look, you can see Natalie's face is starting to
change. She's not as sweet and happy anymore. She's starting to get angry.
Her sweet and happiness ain't staying well because she's like, I'm confused.
I'm telling you the truth.
You said that you were 5 months pregnant, and then you said you were 8 months pregnant.
Yeah. Then you said the assault was this long ago. Then you said it was this long ago.
It's like,
you're not adding up here. I need some truth here.
Adding up. And then she's like, people say empathy is my superpower. You know what else I'm good at? Knowing when people are lying to my face.
Exactly. But boom, she ate her up.
And then we got, why are you being so mean to me?
Yeah, Natalie's, if you watch it, her face has changed from this semi, like, a little creepy weird to, like, back trying to be sweet again.
Yeah, like, the anger's past. She's like, why are you being so mean to me? I'm the victim.
And we're like...
And Olivia's like, no, you're not. You're the predator. You use them for your empathy and they use them for empathy and kindness because you like how it made you feel. You're done.
Exactly. So they
stand up, and then they arrest her.
They arrest her,
and we go to court. And so we go. She is being charged with 30 counts of
scheme to defraud,
and 7 counts of sexual assault. Dang. And so, of course, the defense attorney is doing her job, and Natalie is dressed there in all soft pink, looking like a freaking Southern belle. Can't do no wrong.
Just to make sure we all understand what scheme to defraud is, it means it's a deliberate, ongoing plan or course of conduct designed to deceive others and obtain their money, property, or services through false or fraudulent pretenses. So, that's how schemes. So you understand what schemes to defraud is.
They bring up a psychiatrist, Natalie's psychiatrist, and basically said she can't be held responsible because she's mentally.
Yeah, and they're like, nice try.
And they're like, what? And he brings up this thing called
fictitious order. I can't spell fictitious.
Fictitious disorder to the self. Basically, you think this is wrong with you.
Yeah, so you kind of run with it.
But it's kind of like similar to Munchausen by proxy, but for yourself.
Not by proxy. It's just Munchausen if it's to yourself.
It's Munchausen for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, but she's not hurting herself this is why it's not Munchausen, because she's not hurting herself, but she's making up a scenario in which she needs attention.
And so in the cross examination, Crazy gets the defense attorney to be like, "Oh, well, sometimes it also can lead to like malingering, faking the disorder for reward, which could also include evading criminal charges." And Crazy's like, "Didn't you just say one of the things is evading criminal charges?
Like, didn't we
Isn't that why we're here?"
Exactly. Like, we just answered this question.
And so they bring Natalie up on the stand, and she basically is like, "I'm so sorry. I wanted attention. I didn't mean to hurt them." But then she's like, "What I did was wrong, and I know that now."
You didn't know that before, Natalie. Yeah, they're like, you're trying to plan this.
Yeah, she's like looking at the jury, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. I have an illness." Like,
we're like,
I'm sorry.
Be for real.
Like, when we know all the details, and it's
we're like, be
"Oh
for real.
my god, lady,
Be for real.
you're insane." And then Chris is like, "Okay, then explains why you follow 150 doulas on Instagram. Half of them had less than 6 months of experience."
Yeah, she knew she could trick them.
She knew she could trick them. She wasn't hiring like the good ones.
Yeah, they would know she was lying.
And then they're like, "Okay, if you brought up an assault," then Chris is like, "Why won't you just let us arrest the guy?" And there's like this long thing, and then like an objection in between, and she looks at the judge, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember the question." And Crazy goes, "Oh, I'm happy to remind you."
Yeah.
Like,
he basically was like, what you think is that if you had this illness, your actions would have prevented you from knowing that you were causing harm. But then you just said that you knew you were causing harm.
Prevent you from causing harm, but you just said that you knew what you did was wrong.
So then your math is not mathing. Like,
and he's like, "It's my illness." She's like, "It's my illness." And he's like, "Your illness makes you,
pleasure.
Do things
the result of pleasuring yourself
in front of virtual strangers."
Exactly. Like, oh,
I was like, "Whoa."
He's right.
And then he goes, "Why did you hire 30 doulas?" And she's like, I like being cared for. I like the attention." And he goes,
sexual gratification at their expense.
Gratification at their expense. And then, so it's like, "Oh, okay, Crazy did good."
Yeah.
Then the defense attorney shows up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Gonna make a deal." He's like, "Why would I want to make a deal? I'm gonna keep going with this." And she's like, "Really? You sure?" Yeah. And he goes, "Well, you don't have a home run either, or else you wouldn't be here."
Exactly. You wouldn't be asking about a plea deal if you were good too.
It's like, touche. She goes, "Well, good to know that it's kind of sweet this office hasn't killed the twinkle in your eye."
How's it? Oh.
He goes, "Because I know what I'm up against." And so basically the plea is
the 30 counts of schemes to defraud.
30 counts for schemes to defraud, but they drop the sexual assault charges. And Crazy's like, "Why would I do that?"
Yeah. And you want a jury to be like,
and the defense attorney is pretty much like, 12 people is hard to do.
I only need one.
I only need one. And it's like, damn it.
Right.
She's right.
You only need one.
Like, in order for a guilty verdict, he has
to be unanimous.
All 12 of them that she did this. We get one sympathetic person in case.
Yeah, we're done. I'm not in charge of anything.
And he goes, ugh. And then so he has to go tell Liv.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What? Like, this woman is a predator. This has happened 30 times." And he's
gonna do it again too.
He's gonna do it again. And Crazy goes, "Look, I know." Again, he brings up the 2% of women on the registry are women. He goes, look, I know. But I need you to think about what happens if they let her off.
Exactly.
I didn't get that part. What was going to happen if they let her off?
She'd do it again. It basically, she can't be charged again unless she does it again. If the jury had decided she was not guilty, she couldn't be charged again unless she was
they
caught.
knew she was going to do it again, so...
The jury doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know, but they do, so, like,
exactly.
they
still couldn't look. She'd have to go do it again. They catch her doing it again. And she'd probably be more secretive the second time because they know she's been caught before.
Yeah, he goes, I need you to think about what happens if they let her off. And Olivia sighs, and Sunny goes, it's not my favorite ending, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it's not
not justice.
Not really justice. Like
they should have. I would have thought the best thing for Natalie.
These doulas have testified what she did to them, and now that's all being dropped.
Psychiatric care, I think, would have been the best solution for Natalie instead of letting her walk off.
Yeah, she gets
some psychiatric exactly instead of some psychiatric care would probably be the best thing for her.
Probation. It's like, okay, so we're just letting this woman go free.
Yeah,
great.
They're like, Greasy's like, but if she does it again, we can get her.
I literally hit Olivia's like, I hate this. And she goes, well, he goes, I know, but if she does it again, it's breaking her parole. It's breaking.
And they will arrest her. She will
arrest her. She will go to jail for it this time.
Yes.
And Crease is like, and we know there will be a next time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the woman Natalie goes to Olivia.
Yeah, the judge just misses it. The case.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I think you're an awesome police officer.
And it's
like, oh Jesus! And
they're like trying to butter her up again. Like
she goes, Olivia just goes, yeah, I am. I'll see you soon. Like, oh, ma'am knows that this ain't over. I hope
they follow up with this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope we get a follow-up. And then Olivia walks back over to Creasy, and Creasy goes, good job not murdering her with your bare hands.
Exactly. Just she's like,
you could tell she wanted to.
Yeah.
It's like,
Creasy's like,
back.
Yeah. He's like,
and we'll be waiting.
Yep. And that's how it ends.
This is the craziest episode of the season, but honestly, I give it a 5. That was
I like this one. It was the twist and the turns, the story, and
it was real good.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a good one.
Yeah, we need a follow up because
we better follow up.
I know she's probably doing it again, but
she's doing it again.
Like that's crazy.
Exactly. It makes it. I woke up still thinking about it. Like
yeah,
what did I just watch?
There's like discourse on the Twitter of like, is this a story from headlines, or did the writers just think of this themselves? Because if they just thought of this themselves, it's like
that's crazy. It's just as crazy either way. So,
all right, next week,
Under the Influence, which is loosely. Hold on. It says a squad investigates an assault at a house party when no one can identify the assailant. When 2 suspects are detained for questioning, Rollins takes the chance to turn one against the other.
Wait, say that again.
A squad investigates an assault at a house party when no one can identify the assailant. When 2 suspects are detained for questioning, Rollins takes the chance to turn one against the other.
Yay, Rollins stuff.
Yeah, they say this guy is a powerful man. So people think it is loosely, well, my mom said this loosely will be probably about Diddy.
Yeah.
They've kind of done this before, but still, now that the case is actually closed, they can come up with a solution to the ending. Because, like, the press is outside the courthouse. They do have a shot of that. In the courts. The court police are trying to hold the people back. So it's going to be a big deal here. And do we have anything else to talk about? Because I have things to do, and we're also hungry. So, do you have anything else?
Yeah. So there was that.
Yeah.
pretty good week. Interesting.
Forgot to mention, and we were watching with the mothership. One of the characters is a repeat character from BuzzFeed. Hold on, I had his name, and then I accidentally closed my tabs. One of the law people is his
Yep.
This actual name is I lost it. Hold on. I just saw it a moment ago. Where is it? Oh, Kevin. Well, his name is Joshua Molina. If you don't remember, he is the guy from Spring Awakening and the episode before Spring Awakening where they can't.
It took me a minute to be like, she's not talking about the musical.
No. Where he had the allegations of harming children, but they never had proof he actually did it, but fantasized about it. So they're trying to figure out, and Nick beats him up, and then Nick goes to jail and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's everything, though. I think we covered everything.
Happy birthday, guys!
Yes, happy birthday,
and Beauty and the Cod.
Yes,
and enjoy your days.
Yes, because it'll be Wednesday, and we all watch this episode, but still, yeah. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to share and like and tell us what you think of this episode because it was something already. We do love you. And we have to go. So I hope you have a wonderful time, a wonderful day. You were so loved. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Goodbye.